Hi there, my name is Shahzad. Welcome to Leadership Part 3. Today my topic is Law of Navigation in Leadership. I've taken this topic from the book of John C. Maxwell. The name of the book is 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Okay, I'll start my speech with the story of Amundsen. Amundsen was the person who wanted to reach the South Pole, and he wanted to be the first person to reach the South Pole. What he did that he planned everything carefully in his mind. He prepared his team well. He used dog sledges. He used excellent skiers. He provided his team with best gear and goggles. And what they did that they used dog sledges for 15 hours in a day, and for the rest of the day they took the rest. They have planned the supply depots and they have planted the supply depots and at different locations to put the extra supplies there, and they have marked them well. And they reached their destination on time, and they went back towards their base camp on time. Now I come to the story of Robert Falcon Scott. He was completely opposite of Amundsen. He didn't plan carefully his trip towards the South Pole. He didn't provide his team with the best gear. He didn't provide them best goggles. And instead of using the dog sledges, he used motorized sledges and ponies. What happened that during the trip, after 5 days, the motors gave up, and at the foot of the hills, all the ponies died. So all the team members had to carry the weight on their backs towards their destination. After 800 miles trip, finally when they reached their destination, they already saw the flag of Amundsen there. Now, their trip back towards their base camp was very difficult because people started dying in this process. Most of the people died, and there was one person who had a problem of frostbite. He went into the snowstorm to save other people, and he didn't come back because he died in the snowstorm. And finally, only two people were left. One was Falcon Scott, and another one was his team member. And they also died while writing in their diaries because they were still 150 miles away from their base camp. You see that in the law of navigation, the leader can navigate his team well towards its destination, or it's a matter of life or death. And leader can create a disaster for his team also. The bigger the organization, the clearer should a leader see in future that where he should take his team. Because if we take the example of Titanic, why Titanic actually drowned? Because the people who were steering the Titanic, they failed to see the iceberg. That's why the disaster happened. Now, Jack Welch has said that a good leader is always focused. It's better to control your environment instead of being controlled by it. Now, there are four phases of navigation. First is that navigators actually learn from their past events. Navigators actually learn from their past events, past failures, past successes. If they failed in the past, they learn from it, and if they were successful in the past, they also learn from it. Number two is that navigators take the advice of other people. That navigators talk to their leaders, they talk to their team workers, their co-workers, and they talk to the other leaders who are outside their team. The third is that navigators take to see the conditions before making the commitments. This means that navigators actually see the conditions first, that whether to commit for the action or not. If the conditions are not good, then they don't commit for the action or for the navigation. And the number four is the navigators' results are based on faith and fact. That the leader who is taking his team on a journey, he should have faith in his mind that they will reach their destination in proper time and easily. And it should be also based on the facts that there are obstacles in the way, so they should know about the facts, and they should be able to clear those obstacles. Now I come to the story of John C. Maxwell. John C. Maxwell has given the story of navigation from his own account. He said that when he joined the Faith Church in 1972, in 1975, there was a need of building a new auditorium because the attendance had gone from 400 to 1000, and church had a a successful history of 10 years. But John C. Maxwell says that I will use the word I. If, John C. Maxwell said that I knew that there was a fight going on between the leaders about the building of the new auditorium because of the finances, because it was a multi-million dollar project. John C. Maxwell said that I took the responsibility of doing that. What I did was that I planned carefully each and everything, that how to build the auditorium, how I will use the finances, and how the church will pay its finances in 10 years' time. And he said that I asked my leadership team, the financial leadership team, to make a financial budget of the last 10 years, about the standing of the church, financial standing of the church. He said that I met the leaders individually and told them about the advantages of building an auditorium and disadvantages of not building an auditorium. And he said that if the person was hesitant, then I met him individually again. And he said that he did all these things in advance of a congregational meeting that he planned many months afterwards. Finally, he prepared a 20-page project, and when the congregation time came, he presented the project, he gave the copies to all the leaders, and he explained each and everything. John C. Maxwell says that when I finished my presentation, I thought that there would be numerous questions about it. But only two people asked the question. One said about where to put the fountains, and the other one said about the restrooms. So, in the end, John C. Maxwell said that I navigated this project very well, and I was successful in my navigation. This is what is law of navigation, and this is how leaders navigate well in their professional life, to take their team towards their goal and towards their destination. In the end, if you like my video, please click the like button, and please also subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.